Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Or if you're new here, thank you for joining us today. We're so glad you're joining us on this journey of living the more intentional life. Today, I have a question for you. Online courses, are they a waste of money or a good investment? Let's talk about it. Now, what made me want to talk about this subject is this week I was on Reddit and I came across a post that basically said all online courses are a scam. Now, I wasn't so surprised that someone would say that. I've heard that argument before, but I really was a bit surprised at the number of people in the comments that agreed with that stance, that basically all online courses are a scam. All of them are basically just there to make your money. They're not worth it. They're not worth the money. There's no value in them. It was really skewed toward them agreeing with him. Now, there were a few that had other things to say. There were some more level-headed people that basically said you cannot say all courses are a scam because you haven't taken all the courses. You don't know of all the courses that are available. But it really skewed very far to the side of, yes, we agree that these are a scam. And it really got me thinking about the courses that I've purchased. I've purchased a number of courses online. I'm probably anywhere from 7 to 10 different courses that I've purchased for different reasons and different things during my journey of personal development, my quest to live the more intentional life. But it got me thinking that there might be more people out there that are skewed this way, and they could be missing out on a big part of personal development because they've believed something that they've heard others say about online courses. Now, before we get any further in this, I want to make a big disclaimer here. I'm currently in the process of building an online course. In the last few videos, I've mentioned at least a couple times there's a project I'm working on. There'll be more news coming in the future. Well, that's the news, is I'm creating an online course. Now, this was not the way I intended to announce I'm creating an online course, and I'm certain marketing experts would say this is the worst possible way to announce you're making an online course. But I wanted to be transparent in that. But I did think that this is an important topic for people who want to grow and want to develop. Now, like I said, I've purchased probably about 7 to 10 different courses, ranging in different prices. Probably the cheapest I've purchased was maybe $27. The most expensive, I think, was like $700. There's two specifically that were more than a few $100s that I've purchased. And if you want the too long, not going to stick around to listen to the rest of this video version, I think that one, no, not all online courses are a scam. Now, are there some that sell themselves in kind of a scammy way? Absolutely. You know, one of the things I really dislike about online courses, the selling of the online courses, is when a company will say, oh, limited time only, less than 48 hours to purchase at this price. And then you look at it and you go to the page and it's like, you got 22 hours to purchase at this unbelievable price. But then if you go back there 2 or 3 weeks later, you still got the 23 hours to do that. That's a really scammy way to do it. Now, if you want to have a limited time to give a promotion because, that feeling, I mean, marketers know how to do this, right? That feeling of scarcity will cause people to buy, but at least be honest with it. If you say you have 24 hours to buy at this price, then when 24 hours are over, you shouldn't be able to buy at that price anymore. So there's definitely scammy ways to do it. I would also say that as far as courses are concerned, is if you purchase a course believing that you're going to find brand new information that you can't get anywhere else, then you're probably not going to be fully satisfied with your course. I don't think there's ever been a course that I've purchased where I came out of it and I was just like, I could not have gotten that information anywhere else. And so from the aspect of, if you only look at a course's value with the amount of unique, brand new information you can get, then I don't think that course is valuable if that's how you're judging the value. But when I look at all the courses that I've purchased, I'm not sad that I purchased any of them. I felt I got value out of each of them, but I've kind of learned how to look at a course and look for certain things in a course that will increase the chances that that course will be value to me. And I wanted to share those with you. Now, one of the number one things that I look for when I'm trying to decide if a course would be valuable to me is, do I believe this course is going to give me the step-by-step information to get the result that I'm looking for? I really think one of the number one benefits and the number one value out of online courses is the saving of time. Now, you could probably go out and learn anything online for free. There's so much information out there, but if I'm going to go out and find all of the information on that thing I'm trying to do, well, I might be going to one YouTube channel or another YouTube channel or going this way or that way. A lot of the times you don't know what you don't know, so you don't even necessarily know to go look for those things. And a good course is going to give you the step-by-step guidance to what you're trying to do, and that's going to save you a lot of time. Number two thing I look for is, will I be getting information from someone who's succeeded at the thing that I'm trying to do? To me, that's really important. You know, this is something we have to be very careful of nowadays. I've been getting so many different ads for how to make online courses through AI and have your course made in a day. Now, you could learn all of that stuff through AI, and AI can put a course together, but are you learning from somebody who's done the thing? Now, there's a couple reasons that you want to learn from the person who's done it. Number one, you want to know that he's at least found one way to be successful. Now, so many times that's not the only way to be successful, but that's at least one way to be successful. But number two, which I think is even more important, is when you're learning from somebody who's done the work, who's gone through the process, done the thing, you can learn from their mistakes. And when you talk about the value of a course, what's more valuable to you? $200 for a course, or having years of trial and error learning what does and doesn't work? Now, the third thing I look for in a course, if I can find it, is, do they provide a unique perspective? Like I said, the information itself is out there for free. But one of the things I've learned just about personal development in the past few years that I've been on this journey of personal growth and personal development is, so much of the time it was not brand new information that gave me that aha moment that I was like, oh, I get it now. So often it was the same information, just given from a unique perspective. The person was able to frame it in such a way, or present it in such a way, that I was just like, oh, I get it now. And it was the way, the way they thought about it made sense to me. All of us are so unique and we have different personalities. We don't necessarily know what's going to give us that aha moment. But if you can get a course from somebody and they have a unique perspective on a thing, you're much more likely to get the full picture and learn the thing that you really want to learn. The next thing I'm not necessarily looking for in a course, but I know where a course could be valuable to me, is in a motivation and accountability. Now, that could be built into the course, whether it's so many courses nowadays have private Facebook groups attached to them that you can be talking to others who are on the same journey as you. That's a form of accountability and motivation. But even for something as simple as paying for a course, for me, makes me more likely to finish that course. There's something very true about the statement, you value what you have to pay for. You value what costs you something. In your mind, if you get free information, most people, you might not be one of the most, but most people just instinctively will think less of that thing that was free, because if it was really valuable, it wouldn't be free. But for me, I have used the private Facebook groups for motivation and for accountability. But even the fact that I just had to pay for it, uh, I'm telling myself this is worth me learning, and I need to learn it. And now, because I'm married, that also means I'm accountable to my wife. My wife will not be too happy if I spend $700 a course and never do anything with it. And so just that accountability and that motivation is something that you don't necessarily get just looking on YouTube videos or just going to blogs. Now, the fifth thing I look at in courses that I'm going to purchase is, do I believe this is something that can be a resource for me to go back to and get refreshers and really say, well, how did I do that again? Let me learn from that. Now, you have to be very careful nowadays concerning this one, because a lot of courses, you're not actually purchasing the course indefinitely, you're basically subscribing to it for a year. There was one course that I've purchased that had a lot of good information, but it absolutely was not clear that I was only accessing it for a year. Yes, you can save YouTube videos, but I have so many saved YouTube videos for different reasons. But if I have a course on a specific subject that I can go back to as a reference as I need it, that is so helpful to me. But you do have to be careful of it. Now, a sixth thing I really do look for in courses that to me uh, make it more likely that it's going to be a valuable course to me is if that course offers access to the instructor. You know, a lot of courses are like, if you pay for this amount of money, you can send the instructor, the person who's doing the course, their questions. They'll either answer it on a public forum or they'll answer it personally, whatever. Often you're spending more money on a course to do that, but that's not necessarily a guarantee you get if you're going online and you're watching YouTube videos or you're looking at blogs. That can make a really valuable course. And even if you have to spend a couple more $100, if that person knows their things, they've done the stuff, and you're getting access to ask specific questions, that can become very valuable in a course. So these are just some of the things that if you look at, now you can't guarantee it all. You, some people are just really good at marketing and nothing else. And all of the marketing, you might say, this course is going to do all this, and you might purchase the course and you'd be like, you might be dissatisfied. But the thing that I always go back to is, one, this course that I'm looking at purchasing, do I believe it will provide value to me? Now, if I believe it will provide value, then I consider myself and my personal development important enough to invest in. And that's really a good online course is an investment. Now, I want to be clear on this. There is value to going to a bunch of different YouTube channels and different blogs and learning as much information as you can. In fact, I really enjoy learning that way. But now I'm I'm a husband, I'm a father, I have a full-time career. I'm now trying to keep 2 YouTube channels going. Like I said, I'm working on an online course. I'm considering doing a podcast. I'm considering doing a blog. I've realized I don't have as much time as I would like to that I used to have. And so I've been more looking at how can online courses help me speed up the process of learning the skills that I need to learn. Now, again, there's value in looking at those YouTube videos. And in fact, before you purchase an online course, I absolutely think it's good for you to get at least a high level amount of information on the subject that you're looking at by going to different YouTube channels. And in that, begin to look at the different personalities, the different people who are giving that information, particularly if they have an online course available. One of the things that's really important to me in an online course is, do I just connect with the person? You know, there's a lot of people out there that are very smart people that they know their business, they know what they're talking about, but I could never connect with them. You know, one of them that I think about is the rich dad poor dad guy. I think it's Robert Kiyosaki. Um, Obviously, a very intelligent person. Obviously, knows a lot more about financial stuff than I currently do. But one of the things that I just cannot connect with him on is the fact that he brags about, oh, I'm $1 billion in debt because I use other people's money to build wealth. That's not me. I've talked about on this channel how my wife and I believe we live debt free. And could he have a lot of really good information in that course? Absolutely. But that I will not connect with that person. And so before I buy a course, I'm going to make sure I can connect with the person. So what do you think? Are all online courses a scam? Have you bought online courses? Have you found value in them? Have you purchased online courses and realized that wasn't what I thought it was because I was hoping for exclusive information I couldn't find anywhere else? Leave a comment. If you felt this video was helpful, make sure you like or share it with others. But until I see you again, go out and live that more intentional life.